Hi everybody, in this lesson we'll learn how to pronounce Korean vowels correctly and naturally, and also how to distinguish the sounds of confusing consonants. Like a lot of learners find it difficult to distinguish the sounds of k, k, g, t, 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 p, 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 and other more consonants, and also ne and te sound quite similar together, right? So we're gonna learn what specific difference there are so that you can pronounce it correctly and naturally. Let's start with the vowels first. And as you already know, in Korean alphabet, there are 10 basic vowels. And other than that, there are also complex vowels like these guys. And you can see that we vowelize every sound that has these sounds in it. So we bring even the vague vowel sound into life and give it a form of a vowel. So for example, if your name is Jeff, it's Je, P in Korean. So you can notice that we gave the slight F sound at the end, the vowel. So it's Je, P. So in English, Jeff is one syllable, but in Korean it becomes two syllable because in Korean, each letter, each syllable must have a vowel. So even the slight passing sound like F here, we make it into a vowel to fit that requirement that every syllable and every letter has to have a vowel. And likewise with the word great, if you want to make it into a Koreanized pronunciation, it becomes 그, 레, 이, 트. It becomes great. So notice that we give a vowel form to that slight g sound at the beginning. Great, ray. That fast ray sound, 레, 이. The two syllable, 그레이, and that slight t sound at the end, another syllable. So it becomes 그, 레, 이, 트. So a two-syllable English word becomes a four-syllable word in Korean. So I would say in Korean, a vowel sound is very definite because it's what every letter, every syllable requires to have. So that's the first trait of Korean vowel sound that you want to know. And another trait about Korean vowel is that it doesn't sound flexible. It's very unflexible and it's very clear cut. So you shouldn't flow out the vowel sound onto the next syllable. So what I mean by that is in English, the vowel sound is very flexible. If you are a native speaker of English language, it's something that you might not have noticed or paid attention to, but it really is. For example, let's look at the word 오이, which means a cucumber. A Romanized pronunciation of 오이 would be this. And if you read it in an English way, it's O-E, O-E. However, a more correct way, a more Korean way to pronounce it is 오이. 오이 and 오이. 오이, 오이. You can definitely feel that the Korean version is less flexible and each vowel has its distinct and clear-cut sound. It doesn't flow, it just cuts. So you don't drag O, it's just U, U. You don't drag E, it's just E, Ui. That is not to say though that you should read it like O-E, like unnecessarily enunciating every vowel sound. You just simply connect that clear-cut sound softly and read it Ui, Ui. It's almost like you're being lazy, Ui, Ui. So when pronouncing OE, like in English, you can feel that there's a bit more force that's produced from the mouth, but when pronouncing OE, 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 you can do it without putting that much force or pressure. So that's the tip you want to take away when pronouncing vowel sound in Korean. It's very unflexible and clear-cut, but it's also soft and lazy at the same time. I hope you get what I mean. So let's practice reading these words here. 우유, 우유. It's not uyu, 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 uyu. Short and soft. Oh, and when pronouncing the words that have Y sound, like you, ya, yo, you, you don't have to make a clear EU sound in the beginning. Like in English, you say you, you. So there's a slight E sound in the beginning, but in Korean, you can remove the E sound and just say you, ya, yo, you. It's very direct, unflexible, and clear-cut, as you can see again. 여인, 여인. 아니에요, 아니에요, 아니에요. 왜요? 왜요? So same with the vowels that have a W sound. In English, there's a slight U sound at the beginning when pronouncing the words that start with W. Why? Where? Web. You can hear the slight U sound at the beginning, but in Korean, you can remove that U sound in the beginning and just say 왜, 워, 위. Clear, direct, and soft. And I also think that many of you have difficulty pronouncing sound because English doesn't have the equivalent sound. So when pronouncing you can pay attention to the shape of your mouth. So you want to bring your teeth closer together. Don't clench it, but make them close to each other. And then widen your lip and say 음악, 그네, 느티나무. So likewise with you guys might have difficulty pronouncing this because English doesn't have the equivalent sound, but you can just connect sound and e sound and speak it fast. 의자, 의자, 의사, 의사. But then, except for a letter with vowel is oftentimes just read e. For example, Hee-jung is a common girl's name in Korea, and you can simply pronounce it Hee-jung, Hee-jung, rather than enunciating it and say Hee-jung, Hee-jung, 희소식. What you want to be careful with these vowels is the spelling. For example, 개 means dog and 개 means crab. They sound the same, but it's spelled differently and mean different things. Pretty in Korean is 예쁘다. It's not spelled 예쁘다, but with this 예. 왜 means why, and is spelled with this vowel. And 외국인, which means a foreigner, is spelled with this vowel. 왜, this one, is barely used in pure Korean vocabularies, but it's used often in Konglish words. For example, waiter, which comes from the English word waiter, is spelled with this vowel, waiter. And swag, which is also a Konglish word that comes from swag in English, is also spelled with this way. Okay, let's move on to consonants now. Let's start from this group of consonants. In English, there is G sound and K sound, and it's not difficult to tell them apart. When pronouncing words with G, for example, ground, great, go. There is very little air coming from your mouth when you pronounce g. It's because it's an unaspirated sound. On the other hand, when pronouncing k sound, like kite, cold, karaoke, if you put your hands a few inches away from your mouth, you'll feel that there is much more air coming from your mouth, and that's because, unlike G, K is an aspirated sound. So Korean k sound is somewhere in the middle. Unlike G, it does produce air, but not as much as K sound. So let's compare the below three sounds. Glass, 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 class, class. So do you see the difference? So 가방, not 가방 or 가방, 가방, 가방. A slight air is produced, right? But it doesn't go as far as 크, 가방, 가격. And with this word, you can hear that the first 그 sound is aspirated, but the second 그 sound doesn't produce air. And it's because 그, when it's the very first consonant of a word, it's aspirated, but when it comes after another letter, it's naturally unaspirated. 구경, 구경. 안경, 안경. 강, 강. 한강, 한강. So 기억, Korean k sound is quite easy because it's very similar to English k sound. It's completely aspirated. 크다, 케이크, 고로케, 고로케. So you can hear that k is more aspirated than 고, 고로케. 골라, 콜라. 칼, 칼. So 그, double 기억, has a different sound. When pronouncing double 기억, 그, 그, you should tense up your throat, like put more tension on your throat and speak it in a more high-pitched tone. 그, 그. No air comes out from your mouth because it's an unaspirated sound. It's just more high pitch and with more tension on your throat. 끄, 끄, 끄다. 꼬리, 꺼져. 고리, 코리, 꼬리. 고리, 코리, 꼬리. So you can hear that double 기억 is more high pitched than the rest of the two. 가마, 카메라, 까마귀. 카, 카, 까. So now let's move on to 니은 sound. So sometimes when Korean people say 너, 네, it can sound like 더, 대, with English D sound. And this is because Korean 니은 and English N is a little bit different. So when pronouncing English N sound, your tongue doesn't touch right behind your teeth, but you kind of roll your tongue a little bit and it touches the part a bit far away from your front teeth. No, number, banana. But when pronouncing Korean 니은, your tongue touches the part quite close to your front teeth. 네, 나비, 내가, 너도. So that's why it can sound a bit like D sound. No, no. Do you hear the difference? Number, number. 네, 네. Noon, 눈. In English, there is D sound and T sound, both of which are easily distinguishable from one another. D is unaspirated, so you just say dog, down, dance. T, on the other hand, is aspirated. Air does come out of your mouth and you say trunk, tail. There's definitely more air than D sound. Korean D is somewhere in the middle. So it does produce slight air, but not as much as T sound. 달, 대박, 도시. D, 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 D. And Korean T is similar to English T sound. It's completely aspirated, so you should put more air than D. 트럭, 타조, 토마토, 도토리, 도토리. So compared to 도, when pronouncing 토, there's a lot more air coming out of your mouth, right? And double 디귿, 뜨, is another double consonant. So likewise, you tense up your throat and say 뜨, 뜨. So if you are a Spanish speaker by any chance, a Koreanized pronunciation of como te llamas would be como te llamas. So double 기억 and double 디귿 in Korean alphabet are quite similar to Spanish 고 sound and 때 sound. 따라와, 딸기, 딸, 또, 다, 타, 따. I hope you get the difference. So this group is similar to the previous two groups. So Korean piup, p sound, is different from English b sound in that it's slightly more aspirated and your lip pops open when you say it. P. So it doesn't go as aspirated as p sound, and it has like less power than p sound. P. And also, one different thing about Korean b sound is that there's a less buzzing in the throat. So try putting your fingers on your throat and try pronouncing English b sound. You'll feel the deep vibration, bread, bird. But when pronouncing Korean piup sound, there's not much vibration. When the vowel sound starts, you can sense the vibration, but piup, p sound itself doesn't produce vibration. So you can compare these two sounds. Beer, 피어, bed, bed, billboard, billboard. So you can feel that your mouth kind of pops open, but there's like not too much air, like p sound, but p, 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 not b as in English b, but p, p, 바다, 바지, 바보. So in this word, you can hear that only the first p is aspirated and the second b is less aspirated. And it's something that naturally happens. Like in 기억 as well, when you say 가격, it's only the first 기억 that has an aspirated sound and the second 기억 doesn't produce much air. 변비, 비, 나비. 피읍, Korean p sound, is similar to English p sound. It's an aspirated sound, so I don't think you would have much difficulty pronouncing this one. 파도, 포옹, 필리핀. Double 비읍 is also the double consonant, b. So it's a more tensed and high-pitched version of 비읍. b, b. So like 비읍, your lip pops open, but this time with more power and also with more tension on your throat. So if you speak Chinese, b sound is very similar to the first ba sound when you're saying baba, baba. And when you say I've been to Korea, that b sound, I've been to Korea, is kind of similar to the double 비읍 sound in Korean. 바쁘다, 예쁘다, 팡, 팡, 빵. So in English, there is J sound as in jet. J sound is not aspirated, but there is T sound in English, like cheese, chase. And Ch sound, unlike Ju sound, is an aspirated sound. And Korean T is somewhere in the middle. So jet, jet, jin, chin. So you can notice that Korean T sound is more aspirated than English J sound, but it doesn't go as far as ch, right? 제발, 저기요, 주세요. And Korean ch sound is a completely aspirated sound, so I don't think you'll have much problem with it. 치즈, 초콜릿, 차, 차, 차. And let's move on to double tiut. And same with this one, it's a more tensed up version and high pitched version of t sound. So t, t, 진짜, 짜장면, 짜증나. So you can really hear that the double consonant sound, it's louder, it's more high in tone, and it's more empathized. 진짜, 짜장면, 짜증나. Right? 차다, 차다, 짜다. So 시읒, s sound is more similar to English s sound as in slight, small. Double 시읒, s on the other hand, is similar to a stronger s sound like sound, sun, sail. So you can see that the first one is a lot more of a hissing sound, and the second one is a lot more sound in it. So s and s, s and s. 선생님, 선크림, 선, sun, 시, 속, 속. Do you hear the difference? 샀어, 샀어, 샀어. Okay, so our last consonant is 리을, and 리을, L sound is somewhere between English L sound and R sound. But I would say it's closer to L sound because we don't curve our tongue when saying 리을. We don't curve it at all. But when pronouncing L, you'll notice that your tongue is placed right behind the front teeth. L. Letter. Love, right? So when saying Korean 리을, your tongue is placed slightly more to the back than L, but don't go too far to the roof of your mouth and curve your tongue, just slightly more to the back. So L and L. Love, love. Light, light. Lollipop, lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop. Okay, I really hope you got the difference, and let's try reading a few more sentences in Korean with the correct pronunciation by using the tips that I just shared, and then we can end this lesson. So you may repeat after me. 저는 한국어를 빨리 배우고 싶어요. 저는 한국어를 빨리 배우고 싶어요. 저는 한국어를 빨리 배우고 싶어요. 까치가 나를 따라하니까 짜증나요. 까치가 나를 따라하니까 짜증나요. 까치가 나를 따라하니까 짜증나요. 기린과 다람쥐는 자전거를 탈 수 있을까? 기린과 다람쥐는 자전거를 탈 수 있을까? 기린과 다람쥐는 자전거를 탈 수 있을까? Okay, so that's about it. I hope it helped. Thanks for studying with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.